My friend Brooklyn is also going to join us today, but she's going to be in person and she'll probably be a little bit late and she'll probably be off screen. So today I wanted to go with the theme of fall or autumn since it's the turning of the season and autumn is a season about letting go. We're going to do a twisting and detoxifying class. So we're going to have a lot of twists in our class today. So it should feel really nice for the spine and good for digestion. We're going to start in Sukhasana. So when you're ready, you can come to a seat on your mat. Go ahead and just relax into your posture to begin. You don't need to focus on changing or fine-tuning the posture. Just sit very naturally. Do sit in a way, obviously, that your core feels supportive of your spine. So a little bit of engagement in the core, nice relaxation of the shoulders and arms, the elbows. And if they're not already, go ahead and flip the palms open to the ceiling so that the backs of your hands are resting on the thighs or on the knees. Good. Make sure the lips are sealed, and as long as it's comfortable for you, eyes are closed. Soft temples, soft cheeks, soft forehead. And I did notice for our class on Thursday, I believe it was, that the audio was a little bit hard to hear. So if that happens today, let me know. You can turn on your mic and speak up about that if it's hard to hear the audio. So from this position, go ahead and start to fine tune it now. Maybe rising a little bit taller through your spine, feeling the grounding of your sits bones down onto the floor. As you let the legs and the seat be heavy, think of almost like the way a paperweight rests on a table, so a very stable and sturdy position of the hips, the legs. And then from that stability of the lower body, feel a nice effervescent rise through the spine, up through the top of your skull. Good. And from there, we're going to do a few rounds of alternate nostril breaths. So you can go ahead and take your right thumb to your right nostril. Take an inhale through the left side. And then when you get to the top, plug that left nostril for just a moment. Take a pause. And then exhale through the right nostril. From there, inhale through the right nostril all the way to the top of the breath. When you get to the top, you'll plug with the thumb and you'll pause for a moment. And then release the left nostril. Go ahead and exhale through the left all the way to empty. Good. So that's one full cycle. Do 2 more full cycles on your own. Beauty of going on your own is you can go completely at your own rhythm, but we will probably finish at different times. So when you get finished, you can go ahead and release both hands down. No rush to finish, and you can just breathe through both nostrils. Once you finish, you'll return both backs of the hands back down to the lap. Just relax the shoulders down. Sit with that for a moment and see if you feel any difference, any change. If one side felt more blocked than the other, take note of that. Oftentimes that can give us a little bit of feedback of what we need. So if the left side is feeling a little bit blocked, we need a little bit more relaxation. And if the right side is feeling blocked, we need a little bit more oomph to our practice, or a little bit more heat and fire. So just kind of taking notice of that. Good. Soft and easy throat muscles. Neck is relaxed, but very straight and upright. And if you haven't already, open up the eyes, take an inhale to sweep your arms up overhead, big breath in. And as you exhale, take a twist either side. One hand will come to the outside of the opposite knee. Sit up nice and tall with an inhale. Stay on that side, twist a little bit deeper with your exhale. Good. And then as you inhale, come back to center, reach both arms up. And as you exhale, trade sides. Both arms come down. Inhale, sit up a little bit taller. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Let's do one more each side. This time as you inhale, come through center. And as you exhale, switch into the twist. Just one breath out in that twist. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, switch. Twist to the opposite side. Twist deep. Good. Inhale, back up through center. And then exhale, release the hands down. Take the fingertips to the mat. We're going to inhale one arm up and overhead. Take a side bend. Big breath in through the nose. Good. Stay on that side. Go a little bit deeper into the side bend. And then inhale back up through center and trade it out. Opposite hand comes down to the mat. Big open wingspan. Or big long reach rather with that top hand. Inhale. And then exhale, go a little bit deeper. Good. Inhale back up to center. And then we'll move to tabletop. Hi, Brooklyn. She knows that you're coming. Okay, Brooklyn has arrived. So when we get into tabletop, we're going to move into cat-cow right away. Inhale, arch back in the and as you exhale, curl a toe under round the spine. Good. Big inhale, root the chin. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine. Now we've got the lawn care making noise in the background, so hopefully you can still hear. Keep your cat-cow going as you inhale, arch the back of the chin. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine. Good. Big inhale, arch the back of the chin. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone around the back. And last time through, big inhale, arch. Nice, easy exhale, around cat pose. Good. And then from there, we'll come back to a neutral spine. Take the left hand to the center of the mat. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Big open wingspan as you inhale. And then thread the needle as you exhale. Right arm underneath the bridge of that left arm. You take your right cheek all the way down to the ground. Right shoulder down to the mat. Good. Stay in that position. A few rounds of breath here. So if you want to make it deeper, slide your left hand to the top of the mat. You can lengthen out all the way from left fingers to left hip. Nice. And if you want to make it a balance challenge, you're welcome to take the right leg straight back behind you. Tuck the toe prints under so they're on the floor. And straighten out the right. Right, we'll come back to the center. That right hand down next to the left. Come back to tabletop for a moment. And then trading sides, right hand to the center of the mat, left hand up, side, and as you exhale, thread the needle, left arm underneath the bridge of the right arm. Good. So option there to slide the right hand to the top of the mat. And if you want the balance challenge, you'll tuck the left toes under, you'll straighten that left leg back behind you. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose with the mouth. Beautiful. Bring your right hand back down by the face. Come back up to your tabletop position. Curl the hands forward. Tuck the toes under for downward facing dog. And then start to pedal at the feet when you get there. You'll bend one knee. Push the opposite heel towards the earth, and then bend the opposite knee, press the opposite heel down. Let this be a really nice stretch for the calves, but also the soles of the feet, so maybe even the arch of the foot gets a stretch. Get really aware of the feet. You can even notice that runway of skin between your toe prints and the ball of the foot, so feel that stretch to the bottom of the heel. Good. And then steady your feet in down dog. So now you're going to push both heels towards the floor. Look back between your toes, big toes. As you drive the heels towards the ground, have the opposite force up through the hips. So think of almost like you have a belt around the hips and someone's standing behind you pulling up and back on that belt or that yoga strap. So you have a nice hike in the hip creases, a deep push of the heels towards the ground, and a nice stretch through the hamstrings and the calves. Take one more inhale there in your downward facing dog. And then slow on the exhale, lower the knees back down to the ground. Take the hands once again underneath the shoulders, and we're going to work the core just a little bit here before we get up and moving in sun salutations. So send the left leg straight back behind you, right arm forward. You have your spinal balance. As you push down with the left hand, make sure that the thumb and the index finger are also pushing down firmly. So you have a nice foundation with the left hand. Now with the back leg, or the right leg rather, the base leg, Push down, top of foot and shin. The ankle might not touch the ground, but push the top of the ankle towards the floor as part of your foundation. Draw the belly button up towards the spine so you firm up the abdominal muscles and you lengthen the back. Good. Take one more inhale. Now we only have 3 of these total, so nice and slow. Tap the knee and the elbow beneath you. Round your back like cat pose. And then inhale nice and slow. Send it out. Reach. Beautiful. And then exhale, tap. Right knee, left. Nope, opposite. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, stretch. And then exhale, tap. And inhale, stretch. Hold there. Good. Option to stay as you are or bend the left knee. Reach back with your right hand and grab the inside of the ankle. Good. If you're taking that bind, push the foot into the hand, lift the chest high, lift the left knee higher, and take it. Inhale through the nose. Nice full breath in. Stay for the breath out. Good. Before you release the hand and knee down, stretch out long once again. Right hand forward, left leg back, and then release it back to tabletop. Right away, we'll switch sides. Right leg goes back, left arm goes forward, and we hold here for a few rounds of breath. So as you hold in that extension, once again, make sure your foundation is very strong. You're pushing the index finger and the thumb down, pressing top of the foot, so toenails down into the mat, top of the left ankle down. Take one more inhale there. Draw navel to spine and tap left elbow, right. Good. Big inhale, send it out. And as you exhale, tap. Inhale, stretch. Nice pace, you guys. As you exhale, tap. And as you inhale, stretch and hold. Either remain in the extension or bend the right knee, grab the inside of the ankle, and then start to kick the foot into the hand with the chest. Try to lift the knee at the same rate. So as the chest rises, the knee rises too. Take one more inhale there. Stay put with the exhale. And then go ahead and release it to extension. So left arm goes forward, right leg goes back. And then on an out breath, set hand down, knee down. Good. Cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back with the chin. Exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine. Come back to a neutral spine. And then sideways flexion, you're going to bump the hips to the left, look to the left hip. And then bump the hips to the right, look to the right hip. Good. A couple more times side to side. As you exhale, take the side bend. And as you inhale, move through center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Deep side bend. Look to the right. Good. Back to center. Downward facing dog. This time from your down dog, we will bend the knees and look at the thumbs. Go ahead and walk, step, or hop to the thumbs for a forward fold at the top of your mat. Good. And then when you get there, grab opposite elbows. Hang the head so heavy. Relax the neck. Relax the jaw. If it feels good to sway side to side, you can find a little bit of a side hang here, or ragdoll hang. Good. Then do go ahead and release the hands to the ground. Shake the head no. Releasing some tension from the neck. Good. And then nice and slow, shake the head. Yes. Then look at the mat and then look up at the belly button. Look at the mat, look at the belly button. Sweet. And then from there, bend both knees a lot. Round the back. Start to roll up to stand. Vertebrae, vertebrae, vertebrae. We'll come up to Tadasana pose. When you get up to Tadasana pose, right away, inhale, sweep your arms up. And as you exhale, go right back down to your forward fold. As you inhale, slide the hands up the shins, lengthen your spine forward. And then exhale, back down to your forward fold. Nice rhythm. As you inhale, reach the arms up, come to stand. And thumbs to heart center as you exhale. Half sun salutation again. Inhale, arms up. On the exhale, ride the breath down to fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Take it slow as you come to that extended back, extended neck, and then exhale, deeper forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up high, look up to the thumbs, and as you exhale, pull the thumbs to heart center, look straight forward. Last time through, big inhale, sweep up and look up. Exhale, forward bend. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Deep forward fold as you breathe out. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up. Inhale, body stretch. As you exhale, pull the thumbs down to heart center. Right, this time as you inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, forward fold, step the right foot to the back of the mat. We'll lower the right knee down, come up onto the tips of the fingers, so fingernails are on the mat, or tops of the fingernails around the mat. The very top of the fingers. I'm trying to think of a good way to say that. Lift the chest up high. Draw the shoulder blades together so you broaden the collarbones. A lot of elegance in the front of the chest, a lot of strength in the upper back. Take one more inhale, try to lift the chest a little higher away from the knee. And then exhale to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, shift forward into high plank. Deep inhale as you come forward. And then as you exhale, try it all at the same time. Hands, knees, chest, and chin. Good. From there, slide forward onto the belly with your chest, low cobra. And let's move back to downward facing dog as we exhale. Without lifting the right leg, we're going to step the right foot between the palms, lower the knee, and do the same thing other side. So untuck your left toes. Left toenails are on the floor. Up to the tips of the fingers so they frame that right foot. Now lift the chest up high away from the thigh. Look straight forward. So instead of up for this first round, we're going to look forward and lengthen the neck. Relax the throat muscles. Take another deep low belly inhale. And then tuck the left toes and forward fold as you exhale, top of the mat. Inhale, rise to stand, reach all the way up. We're going to go back down to forward fold on the exhale. Go ahead and release all the way back down. Left foot goes back, so same lunge that we just did. Lower the left knee, one breath to inhale, lift the chest off the thigh. And then one breath to exhale to down dog. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. And then exhale, knees, chest, and chin once again. Inhale, slide forward, low cobra, lift the chest up high, pull elbows to ribs. Exhale to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Without lifting the left leg, go ahead and step that foot between the palms, lower the right knee. One inhale, lift the chest. One exhale to forward fold. Inhale to rise, reach all the way up. Look up at your feet. Exhale, plunge to heart center this time. Close that whole round. We'll do another one. Inhale, arch up. As you exhale, forward fold over the legs. Good. Step the right foot back, knee down. One breath to rise. This time, if you want it, reach the arms up, biceps frame your head. As you exhale, move to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift to high plank. Now it's your choice. You can do knees, chest, and chin or chaturanga. Lower down. As you inhale, cobra or up dog. Move the chest up high. Exhale to downward facing dog. Without lifting the right leg, step the right foot between the palms, lower the knees. Inhale, one breath to rise. Your version of low lunge, maybe the hands come up. And then exhale to forward fold, top of the mat. Rise to stand as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Left foot steps back. Lower the knee, low lunge, inhale. Down dog as you breathe out. Shift forward to high plank. Take an inhale through the nose as you shift forward. And then exhale, your choice. Knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, step the left foot between the palms. One breath, inhale. Low lunge. Forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, come to heart center. If you have any pass out, you can talk later. Oops, sorry. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, forward fold. This time, halfway lift as you inhale. And step to plank as you exhale. Holding in that plank pose, take a deep inhale through the nose. Good. And then your version of chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, we're going to hold for a couple of breaths this time. So drive the heels down. Fan the fingers out wide. Take up lots of space with each digit of the hand. And then the next time you inhale, we're going to reach the right leg up. Keep the hips square to the mat. So right leg stays straight. Back of the right heel presses towards your ceiling. Flex the right toes towards your kneecap. We're going to take one more inhale there. And then as you exhale, tap right knee, right elbow.
Inhale, send it up and back. And then as you exhale, tap the left elbow. Inhale, send it up and back. As you exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Don't lower the foot quite yet. Try to touch knee and nose, and then take the back of the right heel towards your glute. So squeeze the right heel towards the butt. Take one more inhale, and then step the right foot between the palms. Spin the left heel down and rise, warrior one. Good. In your warrior one, deep bend in the right knee. Try to get the right knee to stack over the right heel. Pinky toe, edge side of your left foot pushes into the floor. So drive down through the left heel, down through the pinky toe. Next time you inhale, interlace the hands behind you. Go ahead and reach the knuckles towards your left heel, look at the ceiling, inhale. And then bow forward for humble warrior as you exhale. Right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. Good. Look back past the left calf. And the hands can lift high off the back, they can lift a little off the back, whatever your shoulders are feeling up for, but do try to press the heels of the hands together. So palms, base of the palms, begin to touch. Look back past the left calf, find the balance there, push the left heel down, and then inhale, rise back up, warrior one. As you exhale, chaturanga, you can land the palms, step back, and same exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Holding that down dog, press both heels down, fan the fingers out wide. And then as you shift weight into the right heel, lift the left heel up, keep the hips square and the left leg straight. As you push the back of the left heel towards the ceiling, also push the base of your heel or the bottom of the heel towards the wall behind you. So really extending through the left leg. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, bend the left knee, tap left tricep. And as you inhale, send it up and back. And as you exhale, tap the right tricep. Inhale, send it up and back. As you exhale, knee to nose and hold it. So left knee drives up towards the chest. Left heel drives towards the back of the thigh. One more breath in. Good. And then step the left foot between the palms and lower the right heel. Rise to warrior one. Once you get up, check the front knee. Make sure you still have that deep bend in the left. And a very firm push of the right heel in towards the floor. Interlace the hands behind the back. Draw the knuckles down as you inhale, look at the ceiling. And as you exhale, bow forward inside of that left thigh. Knuckles towards the ceiling. Or maybe the hands lift a little bit away from the back, but do focus on getting the heels of the hands together. Base of the palms touch. And we find a balance by looking back past the right calf. Make sure you still have the deep bend in the left knee, so it might have to come forward just a touch. And the next time you inhale, reach the arms back up, warrior one. And as you exhale, palms come down for chaturanga or downward facing dog. If you're taking chaturanga, inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold that down dog. If you want to amp it up a little bit, you'll bring the forearms down, take your dolphin pose. Otherwise, 5 deep breaths in your down dog, pressing heels towards the earth. If you did take dolphin pose there, come back up to downward facing dog. From your down dog, bend the knees, look at your thumbs, and exhale, step or pounce to the thumbs, forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose as you inhale, bend the knees, lift the chest. And then exhale, rise to stand, thumbs to heart center. And that was a little prep for our chair pose. We're gonna go back into it. So take your big toes together, take the heels just a little bit apart. And then chair pose as you inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms. Good, keep the hips nice and low. Bring the thumbs to heart center. And we'll take a twist, left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Spin the sternum towards the thumbs. If you want to go deeper, you can also open the wingspan here. So maybe left fingers reach to the outside of the right ankle, right fingers to the sky.
keeping the palms at heart center. It can be a nice way to create leverage to twist deeper. So keep rotating sternum to thumbnails. Sink the hips a little bit lower, and then inhale, center chair. Both arms go up. You exhale, opposite side. Right elbow outside of the left thigh. Stand firm with the thumbs. Drop the hips low. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale back to center chair pose. And as you exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Separate hop to chaturanga as you exhale. You're also welcome to skip the chaturanga and go straight to down dog. If you are taking it, inhale to a back bend. Nice, Brooklyn. As you exhale, you'll move to downward facing dog. So much graceful strength. When you get into down dog, hold there. And then inhale with the right leg. This time, bend the right knee, stack the hips open. And we're going to make big circles with the right knee. So you can start to draw a big circle in one direction. And the right hip joint. Awesome. And then reverse those circles. Let's go ahead and re-straighten the legs, square the hips back down to the floor. Take an inhale. As you exhale, right knee, right elbow. Working the core as you inhale, send the right leg up and back. As you exhale, take the twist. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, send it up and back. As you exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. This time, high crescent lunge. So you're going to keep the left heel high, keep the left knee lifted as you take that deep bend in the right knee. Now, just like we did in chair twist, you're going to pull the palms, thumbs down to heart center, left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Now, this one might be a little bit more accessible for opening the wingspan. So if you want to try it out, left fingers reach to the outside of the right ankle, right fingers to the sky. Good, big open wingspan. If you want to keep the prayer hands in the sternum to the thumbs. If the balance feels tricky here, left knee can come down to the ground as well to support. The feet are going to ground. So if you have the back knee down, this is where you'll lift that left knee back up. Feet push down firm to rise back up. Crescent lunge, center. And then exhale to warrior two. Left heel spins down, arms open. Good. As you hold your warrior two, look over the right fingers. Keep that nice lunge in the front leg. If you can get the right thigh parallel to the floor, then deep so that you get that position. Press the pinky toe edge, slide the left foot down. Next time you inhale, flip the right palm, reach forward, and let's reverse the warrior. Left half back leg, right. Not in the reverse too long. Inhale. And then exhale, side angle, right elbow to the right thigh, left bicep right here. Option here to half bind. So if you want to keep the traditional side angle, you have that diagonal line from left fingers to left heel. You're taking that extension or that modification rather. Left fingers hook inside of the right hip. And the left shoulder back. Let this be an opportunity to really connect with the strength of the legs. So keep that deep bend in the right knee, the push of the left foot down. If you have the half bind, release it, that's traditional. And then rise up warrior two. Right quad is probably working really hard at this point. Straighten out the right leg, release it for a moment. Turn your right foot parallel to the left foot. And then turn your heels in. So you have toes out, heels in, palms up. Then we're going to see it's about a squat. Bend the elbows, fingers come up. As you pull the goddess squat, keep the elbows lifted up in line with the shoulders, and then draw the elbows back just slightly. So you have a nice lift in the collarbones, extension across the biceps. If you think the hips lower, do it. If you can lift the heels, do it. We'll be here for 5. Hold strong for 4. 2, 1.
slowly lower the heels. If you're lifted, hands to hips. As you push the feet down strong, straighten out the legs to the rise. Go ahead and pigeon toe the feet. So now your toes are in, heels are out. Interlace the hands behind you. And you can exhale, pull the knuckles down, look to your ceiling. And exhale, forward bend. Wide-legged forward fold. Knuckles start to lift away from the back, perhaps up towards the sky. And if you can get the heels of the hands together, press palms to touch. Nice. Crown with the head is pointed towards the earth, so let the top of the skull grow heavy towards the ground. Good. And then just a little bit of engagement between your shoulder blades, so you can assist yourself in stretching the fronts of the shoulders. Still in that wide-legged forward fold, release the hands down to the ground. If you want to do a headstand here, take a headstand instead. Otherwise, you're going to move into a twist with me. So if you're doing the headstand, you're on your own. If you're in the twist, you're going to place the right hand down underneath your face. First, take the left hand to the low back and spin the chest towards the left. Notice that your low back is flat here. Feel that is true with your left hand. If you can keep that and lift the left hand up, find an open wingspan here. Left hand to the sky. Left hand stacks over the left shoulder stacks over the right shoulder, and right shoulder stacks over the right hand. Good. One more deep inhale. Fill the belly up with air. Stay there with the exhale. Draw the navel in. Firm up the abdominal muscles. Bring out the spine. And release left hand down to the ground. Trading sides. We'll take right hand to the low back. Spin the chest to the right. Make sure that the weight hasn't shifted in your heels, so you still have equal weight in both heels. And if you took the open wingspan on the other side, take it on this side too. Right arm rises. Right hand over right shoulder over left shoulder over left hand. Good. Stretch the shoulders apart. Hands get a little bit further apart. Take another inhale. Stay in the twist with your exhale. Draw belly button to spine. And then release back down, both hands to the mat. Good. Keep your spine halfway lifted so you're parallel to the ground with the chest. And then we're going to move the hands up to the hips. Engage the core, engage the legs, and stand all the way up. Wide-legged stance. Warrior two to the top of the mat once again. We're going to reverse on the inhale and cartwheel the chaturanga on the exhale. You can also skip the chaturanga and go straight to downward facing dog. But if you are taking chaturanga, inhale to your back bend. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog for the other side. Press the heels down firm. And then inhale with the left leg. Bend the knees, stack the hips open. And begin to circle out that left hip by drawing circles with the left knee in the air. Keep driving down through the right heel as we rotate. And then go ahead and reverse those circles. Straighten the left leg once again. Square the hips to the floor. Take an inhale through the nose. And then bend the left knee and tap. Left elbow. Inhale, send it up and back. As you exhale, tap the right elbow to the twist. Inhale, send it up and back. Nice pace, you guys. Step the left foot between the palms. Rise up, push the feet down, come into your crescent lunge. Make sure that the hips are square to the top of the mat, so there can be a tendency for the right hip to want to draw back. Draw it forward and line to the left. Sink deep into the left lunge. Nice foot. Take another inhale as you extend from hip bones to fingernails. And then keep that length in the sides of your body, but pull the thumbs to heart center. Lean a little forward and twist right elbow to the outside of the left side. Rotating your sternum bone towards the thumb knuckles. And if you took the open wingspan on the other side, reach the right knee down, left arm up, just as an option. If you're keeping the thumbs at heart center, again, that can be nice leverage to twist deeper. So take whatever is working best for you today. Keep length through the neck. Keep in mind you can always lower the back knee. And then the next time you inhale, rise back up high, crescent lunge. And then exhale into your warrior two. So warrior two that we will hold for many breaths. So as you bend deep into the left knee, might work deeper and deeper until you get that left thigh bone parallel to the floor. Turn all of your attention to your breath. You can notice any quality about the breath that works for you. It might be the rise and fall in the abdomen. It might be the feeling of the breath through the nostrils. Find a meditative quality with your inhale-exhale rhythm. From there, flip the left palm open. Reach forward. Let's reverse. Right hand down the back leg, left arm up and overhead. Good. Take a deep inhale through the nose and move to your side angle on the exhale. Left elbow on the left thigh, right bicep by the ear. As you hold your side angle, you have that option again, half bind. You might wrap the right arm behind the back. Beautiful. Hook the fingers inside of the hip crease. And then you have the right shoulder rolling back. So you find a nice, elegant extension across the collarbones. A little bit of a stretch in the front of that right shoulder. Perhaps more work for the left leg by bending deeper into the left knee. Let's release it back to traditional side angle, right bicep by the ear, and then rise up to warrior two. Straighten out the left leg. Quarter turn the left foot. Once again, we're going to turn the heels in, toes out, palms up, bend elbows, knees, and wrists for goddess squat. As you sink the hips down, let the tailbone feel heavy. So you can imagine you dropped an anchor from your tailbone. It's drawing down towards the floor. But then you resist that by rising up buoyantly through the spine. So crown of the head lifts up towards the ceiling, tailbone pulls down towards the ground. Arms are strong and elegant, elbows in line with the shoulders. Good, elbows back just a little bit. Staying in goddess squat. The next time you inhale, fill the belly up with air. And then as you exhale, pull your navel in towards the spine. We're going to be here for a couple more rounds. If you want to be a little bit adventurous with me, you're going to interlace the hands behind the head. As you exhale, you're going to tap your right elbow to the right knee. And then as you inhale, you're going to rise back into the middle. As you exhale, left elbow taps the left knee. And then as you inhale, come back up to center. Two more each side. Exhale, right elbow, right knee. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right elbow, right knee. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left elbow, left knee last time. Inhale, rise back up. Good. Take an inhale. Straighten out the legs and reach the arms up. Nice work, Brooklyn. She held it the whole time. We're going to quarter turn the feet, or turn the toes in. Once again, pigeon toe your feet. And then take the hands to the hips. This time, just extend the chest up. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold over the legs. We're going to go a little bit deeper into the twist this time. So right hand, actually both hands, walk over towards the outside of your left ankle. You can grab, if you want, outside of the ankle, outside of the heel. Now keep the right hand grabbing the heel, and left hand is going to reach behind the back and hook left hand inside of right hip crease. Make sure that your left hip is not piking up higher than the right one. So if that is the case, lower the left hip slightly, lift the right hip a touch. If you have a lot of depth of twist and your hamstrings are very open, you can even bend your right elbow and pull yourself deeper into the twist. But remembering the whole time not to compromise the hip position, so hips stay square to the floor. Release that, come through center, and we're going to walk the hands over to the opposite side. So maybe both hands grab outside of that right ankle. Left hand will remain, and the right hand has the option of sweeping behind the back and hooking inside of the left hip crease. Feel a nice stretch right under the right sit bone, so the top or the insertion point of the right hip strings. Do make sure that the right hip hasn't lifted higher, so left hip comes up a touch across the face. Both heels push down, both balls of feet push down. And then release both hands to the ground. Center forward fold.
Place the hands under the shoulders so that the next time you inhale, you can lift the chest up halfway, straighten the elbows. And then the next time you exhale, bend the elbows and bow deeper into that wide-legged forward fold. Let's do 2 more. As you inhale, straighten the elbows, lift chest. Exhale, bend elbows, down, forward. Last time, big stretch, forward, lengthen back, lengthen neck. Exhale, bend elbows and bow forward. Good. Go ahead and rise all the way up. Keep the core engaged as you come up to stand. Turn for warrior 2 to the front of the mat. From your warrior 2, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. If you are moving through chaturanga, inhale to an up dog. And as you exhale, move into downward facing dog. Heels rise to the ground. Toes fan out wide. Another deep inhale through the nose. And then exhale, lower knees down to the ground as wide as the mat. We're going to come into a child's pose. So untuck the toes, sit back on the heels. Let the forehead drop down towards the floor. In your child's pose, walk the hands over to the right, all the way off that right side of your mat, and we'll place the left hand on top of the right hand. So you have a little bit of leverage to stretch the left side body longer. Push the left hand down on top of the right hand, push the right palm down on the floor, and then draw the hips back towards the heels. The next time you inhale, really fill up that left lung. Stay with the exhale. Sink the hips down and back. Good. Now come through center. We'll trade sides. As you walk the hands off the left side of the mat, go ahead and place the right hand on top of the left hand. Let the forehead rest back down. And then as you pull the hips back, pin the hands down. Take a deep inhale to the right rib cage. Stay there with the exhale. And one more just like it. Walk the hands back to the center, top of the mat. Push the palms down and rise back up to your downward facing dog. This time from your downward facing dog, walk your hands together. So you're going to have your thumbs and your index fingers touch. You'll see that there's a triangle of space between your hands now. Look at that triangle of space. Bend your knees and push your hips back. Back, up, up, up. Good. Keep looking forward with an inhale. And then spring to your Malasana squat on your exhale. Push your outside of the hands. When they land, thumbs come up to the heart center. Nice. Thumb knuckles to the center of the chest. Use your thumbs as leverage to push the chest higher. So find that elevation of upper back, of crown of head. Going for a twist in this one, we're going to set the left hand down outside of the left foot, right hand to the sky. So you start to twist towards the right side. You could also bind this, so if you want to go a little bit deeper, hands wrap behind the back, and you'll clasp the hands behind the left hip. Just an option. Roll that right shoulder back. Look up towards the sky on the right side. Release the bind back to the open wingspan, so stretch the arms apart. And then come back to center, hands to the middle of the chest. Same building that we did on the left side. You're going to place the right hand outside of the right foot, left hand to the sky. Keep that open wingspan, or now move into the bottom. Nice and high. Deep inhale down to the low abdomen. And then with the exhale, the bottom back to the side. And then back to the center of the chest. Lower the palms down to the ground. Option to go into your crow pose here, so you can either come up to a standing forward fold, hang head heavy, or place the palms down, knees to the backs of the arms, and work into your crow pose. Yes. Keep the focus there. Nice steady breath. You're in the forward fold. You can grab off the elbows, let the head hang heavy. You can repeat that ragdoll we did in the beginning. We are all going to meet in a standing forward fold, so when you're ready, lower the feet down. Walk the feet forward so they're at the top of your mat. And then release the full weight of the body down over the legs. Lift your right foot, slide the right palm underneath, coming into gorilla pose. We'll lift the left toe, slide the left palm underneath the left foot. Shift a little bit of the weight into the balls of the feet and toes and hang the head super heavy. Start to once again shake the head no. Good, and then shake the head yes. Release the feet out from underneath, or hands out from underneath. Bend the knees, round the spine, and roll up to stand like a big front pass. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Now this time you're going to interlace the hands in front of the right shin. Bend the left knee just a little bit and push the left foot down as you rise into single-legged Tadasana. So you're taking that right knee along with the right as you stand. From there, place the right foot inside of the left thigh, come into a tree pose. Use the hands to adjust it however high you want, and then place your knees together, heart center. Lots of length in the low back, so remembering to engage front and forward, the length in low spine. Turn your right knee forward, and then take the knee to a 90-degree bend, ankle to a 90-degree bend. Inhale, both arms up, and as you exhale, take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh, right hand straight back behind you. If you want to make this more challenging, your left hand is going to grab the outside of the right foot, and you're going to straighten that leg out to the front. So you can keep the 90-degree bend, or you can extend the right leg. Either way, try to challenge your focus by shifting the eyes back towards the right thumb. Stick with it. Keep a steady rhythm of breath here. Turn all of your attention to the breathing. The right leg lifted, but you're going to turn back to center, thumbs apart. Now start to take a big step back into a crescent lunge. Left knee bends as the right leg straightens out behind you. Inhale, arms up when you landed. Exhale, warrior two. We're going to move into half moon from here. So the right hand goes to the right hip. You can take a couple of steps forward, make a shorter stance, can be easier to get into it, or just take one big leap into your half moon. Left hand about 1.5 feet in front of your left foot, and right hip rolls up to stack on top of the left hip. Flex the right toes. Toe edge side of that right foot is parallel to your ceiling. You want to challenge yourself more, reach the right hand straight up to the sky. And if you want to challenge yourself even one step further, bend the right knee and reach back with your right hand, grab the outside of the ankle. Right foot is going to go back out to half moon. So you have that Shavasana bind. Reach the right foot back, right arm up. Slowly land a warrior two. And from your warrior two, bring the hands together, stand Dasana at the back of the mat. You'll bend the right knee, straighten out the left knee. Shift sides, left knee bends, right leg goes straight. One more time to the back of the mat, right knee bends, left leg goes straight. And then runner's lunge to the front of the mat. So you can walk your hands forward to frame that left foot. Turn into a runner's lunge. Take an inhale as you step back to plank pose, and take an exhale as you chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale down. Forward, guys. Bend both knees. Lift your thumbs. Exhale, bounce to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Now interlace your hands in front of the left shin. Stamp down through the right foot and rise. Single-legged Tadasana pose, opposite side. Once you arrive to that single-legged Tadasana pose, plant your left foot inside of the right thigh for your tree. Do what you'd like with the hands here. So if you want to do hands at heart center, that can be a nice focal point. If you want to reach the arms up, extend long through the arms. Like you're creating a footprint in the ground, really push down through that right foot. That stability to rise up through the rest of the body.
ballerina posture. And then without using the hands, turn the left knee forward, bend the left knee to 90 degrees, and bend the ankle to 90 degrees. Good. Now reach the arms up, biceps frame your head. And as you exhale, twist right hand to the outside of the left knee, left hand to the wall behind you. Now you can keep that variation if you push the extension on the other side, that knee slides down and top the outside of the left foot, and left leg goes straight out in front. No matter which variation you have, try to shift the gaze back to your left thumb, test the balance in the form. Lots of focus, lots of force. We're going to keep that graceful transition to come back to center, come to heart center. And then stretch your left leg all the way back. Land it in a crescent lunge. When the foot arrives, inhale, arms up. And when the exhale comes, land the left heel over the one. Make our transition into half moon. The left hand to the left hip, it can be nice to take a couple of steps forward. From that position, you can launch a little bit more easily into your half moon. When the right hand lands, it's going to be about 1.5 feet in front of your right foot, the length of distance from your armpit to your hip. Once you've caught the balance, you might play around with lifting the left arm. You might flirt with Shavasana, bending the left knee, grabbing the outside of the ankle.
As the sun goes down and the stars come
have Shavasana, slowly gently release, and we'll all go back to Warrior 2, stepping way back. Second Warrior. Bring the hands together at heart center, bend the left knee as you shift into Skandasana at the back of the mat. And we'll take it to the top of the mat as you bend the right knee, shift to the right. And one more time to the back as you bend the left knee, shift to the back. And then we'll arrive in that runner's lunge at the top of the mat. Go ahead and crawl the hands around the frame, the front foot. This time we're going to stay there, so we will do this on both sides, but you're going to have the right foot forward, runner's lunge. Now start to launch off the back leg into a supported Warrior 3. So you're going to walk the hands forward, lift the left leg. When you get into supported Warrior 3, you have that left heel level with the left hip, and the left hip level with the right hip. So you're squaring the hips to the ground. All of the twisting that we've done so far, we're going to work up into this peak position of revolved half moon. So walk your left hand to the right just a touch. The left hand is going to be in line with the right toes, as if they were on a tightrope together. Left hand, right toes. Now, option 1 is to take that right hand to the low back. Feel that the low back is flat. Good. Option 2 is to start to spin your chest to the right and reach the right hand to the sky. So you have an open wingspan. Lots of focus for the breath. Let the breath fall into a metronome rhythm. Nice and gently lower the left foot, but keep the hand where it's at. Left foot next to the right foot, like a forward fold. You're going to cross your right hand in front of the left hand and push the fingertips down as you pull your hips back. So a nice release for the low back. Fingerprints push into the floor. Hips drop back, 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 maybe even behind the heels. Think of the shape that your spine takes in down dog. Good. And then release it to a forward fold. Just hang heavy for a moment. Plant the palms flat, and we'll step the right foot to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. Holding that runner's lunge for a couple of moments, really extend through the spine. Keep a nice lift in your chest. So to get the lift in the chest, think of engaging shoulder blades, backs of the shoulder blades towards each other. Another way to think of it is like you're drawing the shoulder blades in to pinch the upper spine. Start to crawl the hands forward into your supported Warrior 3. When you get all the way forward, hands are going to rest right underneath the shoulders. right toes are flexed towards the ground, and make sure that they're not turned towards the wall beside you. Turn all 5 toes of the right foot down towards the earth. That's going to help you square the hips towards the ground. Now we'll move the right hand over to the left, about in line with the left toes. Left hand goes up to the low back. Spin the chest to the left. Beautiful, and find your shape. So if you're going that one step further, left hand can reach up to the sky. Find the balance there in your fully rotated, revolved half moon. The neck is a long extension of the spine, so sometimes especially in our twist postures, the neck can get left behind or lost. Try to visualize the rotation that your spine is taking from the tip of the tailbone, and let the neck be a graceful following of that twist, of that rotation. Take one more inhale there. Keep the hands where they're at, but lower your right foot next to the left. And then cross the left hand in front of the left. So the wrists are crossed, left one is in front. And then pull the hips back, almost like you're trying to lean back as if you were going to fall into a seat. Give yourself that decompression for the low back. And this time, from this shape, slowly start to bend the knees. You're in a nice counterbalance to slowly lower the hips all the way down to the earth. And when they do land, we're going to take a boat pose. You'll grab the backs of your thighs. Beautiful, lift the shins up. Flex the toes. Take the version of boat that you like best. So you could take canoe, you could stay upright, you could lift the arms, you could straighten the legs. Here for 10. And to release it down, go ahead and rock all the way down to the back. Release the head to the floor, release the feet to the floor. Set yourself up for a bridge pose. We'll bring the palms down by the sides. The next time you inhale, lift the hips up into bridge. I'm going to check our time. Stay in your bridge position. Nice work, you guys. Oh no, we're right on time to end. We will go a little bit over, but if you have to leave right on time, I'm going to take you out of this bridge and we can be complete there. So when you're ready for it, lift the arms up overhead. Good. Lift the heels off the floor and slowly roll the spine down. We must have started a little bit late, or I just unexpectedly went over time. I'm not sure what happened. You give me a thumb if you have time for Shavasana. We'll do like a 90-second Shavasana. And if you don't have time, okay, we've got time. So from there, go ahead and slide the legs out long. And release the arms down by the sides. The nice thing about this class, since we are going from 60 to 0, is that we've done a lot of twisting and we've done a lot of work for the hips, which is what we usually want to do in our cool down, is twisting, hip work, hip opener. So know that we have done that, but if you don't feel complete, those can be nice postures to do after we leave the mat today. Keeping that in mind, we'll go ahead and release the full weight of the body down to the floor, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, the legs, the arms. Soften the features of the face, release any expression that might be holding there on the face, and just let it be completely at ease. All of the smaller muscles within the face, within the neck, within the chest. And then all of the deeper muscles in the chest, shoulders, back, abdomen, legs. And now you can let go of any control of the breath, any focus on the breath even. Just let it come and go very naturally through the nose. No need to attend to it. Let it be, again, one of the natural functions that the body does on its own without us having to think about it. We'll rest here for a moment and I will bring you out in the end of class together.
If you have the time to stay in Shavasana, you're always welcome to stay here. And if you're watching this later, you're always welcome to pause and remain in Shavasana. But if you're ready to get up and get moving now, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then do rotate your wrists and ankles. Put a little bend in the elbows as you rotate those slightly bigger joints. Nice. And then on an inhale, very full inhale, reach into a full body stretch. Get really long on your mat. So it's almost like your body is yawning open. The way it feels so nice to take in that full breath, to stretch the jaw. Let the body have that release. Take one more inhale as you stretch in that full body extension. Good. And when you're ready to exhale, hug the knees in. Like a cannonball, you can either roll to a side through fetal up to a seat or rock yourself up to a seated position, but we will end in the same position we started class in, Sukhasana. Hands down on the lap, shoulders relaxed. Since we've come full circle for today's class back to the position we started in, you might check in now and see how the body feels in comparison to how the body felt about an hour ago. Let's seal our practice with a big breath together. As you inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Stretch from hip bones to fingers. Keep that length up for your torso, but as you exhale, pull the thumbs to heart center. Good. Another breath. Take an inhale, lift the chest up higher. Look up towards the ceiling. And then keep the chest lifted, but as you exhale, bow the chin in towards those fingers. So you get this nice stretch in the upper back of the neck. Take a moment here at the end of your practice to consider how you want to move forward into the day. So it could be a goal that you have that you want to accomplish today or this weekend. Or this week, rather. Or it might be a way that you want to feel as you move through the day. So perhaps there's an attitude that you want to carry with you as you move off the mat into the rest of the day. Go ahead and lift the head back up to stack over the chest. It was an honor to guide you both through practice today. Thank you so much for showing up and sharing some time with me. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for having me. Yeah, thank you for joining class today. Thank you for being here, Runa.